Alrighty guys, welcome back to the Bobby Lashley season mode here on SmackDown versus Raw. It is episode 10, maybe 11, don't quote me on it. But regardless, I think we're getting in a feud with Mr. Kennedy. Yeah, we had a match with him on SmackDown last week, which we won. But I don't think he's too happy about it. He's got a big mouth, I'm sure he'll be running it this week, so let's get into the show and we'll see what's happening. And it looks like this is what's happening. It is Lashley versus Mark Henry with Mr. Kennedy. So it looks like Kennedy is bringing back up tonight on SmackDown. We beat Kennedy last week. Can we beat his back up tonight? We're going to find out here. Bobby Lashley taking on the world's strongest man, Mark Henry here. Should be a good one. Here he comes. The guy that can lift trucks, the guy that can, lift limos and do all sorts of things, win awards, win strongest man competitions, but can he win a match against the Destroyer? Bobby Lashley, we're going to find out tonight. He's got Mr. Kennedy coming with him. Don't know what the whole thing is with these two. Why they're teaming up? No idea. Is it just a simple case that Kennedy wanted to beat us, so he's just teamed up with, the biggest, strongest guy on the roster? Could be that. But yeah, here we go. We'll get into this. Effectively could turn into a 2-on-1 match.
Hey, what's Kennedy doing? Look, he's grabbing a mic. Shh, shut up! Now making his way to the ring, the latest victim of the world's strongest man, Mark Henry. A man who deserves everything he's about to get tonight. A superstar who, as it turns out, isn't much of a star at all. I give you, what's his name? What's his name?
What's his name? Fucking hell. Mr. Kennedy in the game cutting a better promo than everybody in 2021 in real life. Madness. Absolutely madness. Right, Mr. Kennedy may have cut a good promo, but let's see if we can cut him in half here. There's Eddie Guerrero. Steroids pumping through his veins. Unfortunately, his veins are no longer pumping. But we're going to pump Mark Henry here. Let's go. Boom. Two big fucking colossals meeting here in the middle of the ring. And Mark Henry with a big clothesline. Wasted no time. Kicking their ass here. Henry going for the... What's he going for here? Big spin. Slingshot just catapults us halfway across the ring there. Kicking him off as here we go. Come on. Big clothesline, no for Lashley. And now he's working on the arm of Henry. That arm legit looks like a tree trunk. World's strongest tree. Here we go, big clubbing double axe handle there for Lashley. Henry with the counter, Lashley with the counter, Lashley with a knee, and now he's choking it. Mark Henry. How's this going to work? Will he have any success with this chokehold here, sleeper hold, call it what you want. But we're trying to slow Mark Henry down. Henry though with the counter. And now it's Henry's turn to take the arm of Lashley and yank on it. But Henry just didn't see that one coming. He got sent all the way to the outside. And now we're attacking the leg of Mr. Mark Henry, as Kennedy would call him. There we go. Lashley just slamming Mark Henry's head into these steel steps. But Henry with a counter. Big elbow. And again though, we're going to go to the leg of Mark Henry. Right, Mark Henry though, with the eye rake, eye poke, slowing us down.
There were times when it seemed like it wasn't going to happen, but I can't tell you how glad I am that it did. That's for sure. Anytime you throw these kind of combustible elements into
Big knee for Henry, slowing Lashley down now. Just as soon as we thought we were taking over. Henry's like no having it. Lashley with the takedown, single-legged takedown.
Man, I'm telling you, from my in-ring experience, trust me, you could cut this tension one time.
I don't think you need in-ring experience to feel the
There we go,
tenacity
slams him down
that
again.
these superstars has. I don't think anything could be more obvious.
Spoken like a guy who's never been in there, Cole. Trust me, when it comes down to you or them, it's a whole different level.
Big gut wrencher for Henry.
I have to take your word for it, Taz.
Mr. Kennedy at ringside watching here, cheering him on, but Lashley not giving up. Lashley back to his feet. Oh, and yes, neck breaker for Lashley. And now Lashley here opening up on Mark Henry. Big time shots there from Bobby Lashley.
You know what? But who cares what they think? All she's doing here is giving his opponent a chance to recover. Look, bottom line, this thing right now. Bobby
Lashley goes
is a
behind.
tough guy, and there's no doubt
Takes him down.
Sure. What about his
And again, he's going straight to the arm of Henry here, working on the limbs of Mark Henry.
It sure could. There's a lot of pressure being applied in that hole, Cole. You know,
And Henry could be in trouble here if he gets up. He better stay down. For his own sake, he better stay down. Lashley with a massive spear. Lashley spearing Mark Henry in half. And that should do it. No, Henry kicks. What? Henry kicks out. How's Henry kicked out here? What is happening? I know it's not very face-like, but we're going to complain because I cannot believe that didn't do it. Lashley then, big hip toss.
an injured superstar's like a wounded animal. It's survival.
Henry going downstairs. Again, stopping the momentum of Lashley into the ropes. Oh, but Lashley with the running neck breaker. But he hasn't got the stamina to capitalise.
One mistake and we're gonna see that fire go out. Run.
A big German suplex this time for Lashley. Mr. Kennedy watching on in horror as it looks like Henry could be moments away here for losing. Another big German suplex takes Mark Henry down, and now it's Lashley.
Quit showing off and get down to business here. He is. I think for Harry. Watch it. He reversed
Lashley, oh, just when you thought Lashley was about to put him away there.
This has been a great match so far. I think it's pretty obvious which way it's going.
Oh, really? Are you willing to go out on a limb and actually make a guess then?
There's no guessing.
And Henry not having it. Henry just sends Lashley to the outside, trying to buy himself a bit of time here. Buy himself some breathing space, perhaps.
Was that easy? I would have said
Lashley back in, though. Couple of big clotheslines. Henry counters.
This is one heck of a match so
And Henry, where's Henry going? Henry's got Lashley up. Oh, and he brings him down.
later on in the match. When you decide to shut
Gutbuster there from Mark Henry.
enjoy it in peace.
excuse me for doing my job.
But Lashley hangs him up in the ropes there. Oh, he went for the Dominator. Henry countered.
Like every chick you've been
And Henry with the world's strongest slam.
gonna be pretty.
Henry with the world's strongest slam. He could have the win. Covers Lashley. And Lashley's beaten. Mark Henry has defeated Bobby Lashley. Mr. Kennedy couldn't do it. He's went and found someone a hell of a lot bigger than himself. Someone who's even bigger than Bobby Lashley. And try as we may, we couldn't get the job done tonight. And we've jobbed it to Mr. Mark Henry. And now we're getting a beat down here. We're getting our arse absolutely kicked. And the referee, Mick Patrick, just gets smashed with the ringer bell.
He's calling for the timekeeper's bell.
And now Henry's got him in a... Oh, and then Henry had him in the full Nelson. Kennedy just smashes the ring bell off Lashley's face. He's busted open.
Now do you see? Now do you see what happens when you disrespect me? Now do you realize that you are insignificant next to Mr. Kennedy?
Jesus Christ, we're busted open. Mick Patrick is busted open. Is there anybody who's not busted open? What a way to end SmackDown there. Kennedy going absolutely mental with the ring bell, just deciding to take out everybody. And can we recover from that? I hope so. Looks like we've got a voice message.
Holla, 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 player. I hope you recovered
Holla,
from
holla,
King
holla,
Kennedy's
player.
attack last week. I know you probably want a piece of Mr. Kennedy, but I'm not sending you out there without some backup because I don't want you to take any chances with your neck and throat injuries. So tonight, you and your partner are going to team up to take on Kennedy and Mark Henry in a tag team match. Go get 'em, player.
Well, the good news is that we've got a tag team partner tonight. The bad news is I don't know who the partner is. So I guess we'll find out next week for SmackDown. But yeah, hopefully it's someone half decent because we're going into a tag team match. And if it's anything like last week, it's going to be pretty hard to pick up the win because Mark Henry in that ring was pretty dominant. And we've seen what Mr. Kennedy's capable of when he gets the ring announcer's bell in his hands. He can draw blood. He's drew first blood. But will we get next blood, guys? Tune in to the next episode. Hopefully we can get some revenge of our own on Mr. Kennedy. But until then, this has been the Bobby Lashley season mode. I'll catch yous down the line. Till next time. Peace.